So, recently I've fallen face first into the fairly nerdy world of sports-themed anime. Hot guys, homoeroticism, over-the-top, drawn-out, tension-filled battles, and lifelong rivalries. As someone who has never had even the slightest interest in sports, I've taken to sports anime like an attractive fish to water. Weirdly though, possibly the biggest thing I've taken away from my time watching sports anime, series like Free and Haikyuu, is a weird appreciation of how sport team mentality can apply to being better at video games. Watching the first season of Haikyuu has taught me some valuable lessons about how to finally get better at playing Pokemon Pinball on the original Game Boy. For the uninitiated, Haikyuu is an anime series about a male school volleyball team in a small Japanese town. After two young rivals find themselves at the same school and on a team together, we see the team attempt to harness their unique offensive abilities as a team to play the sport competitively. While the team we follow have an incredibly strong offense thanks to their hyper-accurate setter and freakishly talented spiker, as the show goes on they begin to compete against formerly ranked competitive teams, and they slowly realise that their team has a major flaw: its defences. While the team are incredibly good at attacking, this hugely affected how they went about playing matches. Players on the team would push themselves for any tiny opening that presented itself to score points, to such a degree that they often unnecessarily had points scored against them. They won matches, but it wasn't long before that head-first strategy hit a wall, and the team realised they were not going to get any better unless they thought about their team structure very differently. This is where things start to apply to me and Pokemon Pinball. Pokemon Pinball, unlike some other pinball games, is built in a way that encourages slightly reckless play. The emphasis is on capturing new Pokemon, continuing evolution chains before you run out of Pokeballs, progression through areas and bonus round unlocks, in a way that encourages pushing for specific goals during play. In order to complete the Pokédex, you can't simply keep playing, you have to actively go after set goals within the pinball board. The general high score isn't emphasised nearly as much as the flashy, impressive milestone goals are. I fell right into their trap. The way I have always played Pokemon Pinball has been too overly aggressive and attack-focused. I would push for the next capture, the next evolution, the next piece of progress. Seeing an opening to progression and failing to seize it felt like a failure. I took every chance that presented itself, and every time I failed to grab an opportunity I would become frustrated at what I saw as a loss. My aggressive playstyle had hit a wall, and I wasn't going to get any better. So, how did Haikyuu help? Well, as the series progressed, the team acquired a new defensive player who completely altered the way that the team thought about volleyball, as well as the way that I thought about Pokemon Pinball. As long as the ball doesn't hit the floor, we haven't lost. As long as we haven't lost, we will always have another chance to progress, to succeed, to win. While the line was aimed at emphasising the importance of being able to depend on defensive players and understanding their role in keeping morale up in the offensive players, this actually really helped me see a lot more clearly how I'd been playing Pokemon Pinball and how I needed to start playing it if I wanted to succeed and progress. So long as the ball doesn't fall down that gap at the bottom of the screen, I have not lost. If I haven't lost, I'll always have another chance to make progress. Since I started thinking about the game like this, I have found myself far more able to make reliable progress. Even when the hurry-up timer flashes to move on to a new area, I don't let myself become flustered or reckless to throw myself at the hole in the board. Even when time's running low for a capture, I don't force myself to recklessly aim for that final piece of experience. So long as I play calmly, keep my focus only on keeping the ball in play, I will eventually progress. So yeah, watching a homoerotic volleyball anime has weirdly helped change how I play Pokemon Pinball, and subsequently increased my rate of progress dramatically. Who would have thought that, topless hot guys were good for something other than just being topless hot guys?